Hello, Glenn Parker High Vibration Foundation. Today I wanted to talk about synchronicity. I just watched a video from KYRON on synchronicity and the synchronistic processes that go on in our lifetimes. And there was a couple of really nice examples that he had given in there, like the parking angel, where we give our power to an idea of some kind of angelic being with a giant P on their chest, sitting over the parking lot and directing you to the correct parking place that somebody just pulled out of, where in reality that is you, demonstrating your own power and showing that there is only one moment in creation and that you're actually gaining more access to it by assigning some kind of symbology to it. Now, you don't have to subscribe to that symbology. You can actually realize that it is you, that is the creator you, the greater you, the God force you, the part of unconditional love that you are, the aspect of source energy that you are. All these different labels are correct. Bashar goes on to say that synchronicity and deja vu are the idea of collapsing space-time down, and it's the way that space-time has of showing you that there is only one moment in creation, that there is only one moment. So both of these ideas are quite fascinating, and I've had a couple personal experiences I've had that at least stand out in my mind for the video. One of which, and most people that aren't really familiar with these materials or haven't demonstrated these types of things to themselves will say that these are just coincidences. And you know, that's fine. Let them do what they're going to do. You can't force this type of information on anybody. It has to be something that has to be sought after. So there was one occasion where I had just texted someone that does my hair, and they're just down the street. So I proceeded to say, "Hey, do you have some free time?" And yeah, in the next 15 minutes, I can take you and go ahead and get that done. So I proceeded to get my shoes on and walk out the door and walk down there, because it's just down the street. And as I was walking down the street, they were in the car right out in the street, and like 15 seconds, 20 seconds after I left the house, just down the street, and they're like, "Oh, get in," and boom, right to the hairdressers, and that got done, and all was well in the world. But there wasn't any pre-planning, which is really important. You can't really pre-plan these types of things. The whole point of them is for them to be synchronous and to just kind of display themselves into your reality. And from my understanding, this can happen, and I've seen this demonstrated more and more when I do follow my highest excitement. Sometimes I still fight with myself to that end, that you can be more synchronous and you can have more things happen that are a demonstration of this collapse of space-time into the now by following your highest excitement and be more of who you really are. The other more interesting example that I think was more contemporary, because it was in the last 10 days or so, was shopping. Took my mom shopping, getting some groceries for her and getting everything done. We're on a side of the store that has really nothing in it. It's the pharmaceutical section, which has, you know, just ointments and whatever, talcum powder, you know, just the regular everyday stuff you'd find at a drugstore, instead of groceries. And looking down the list, I'm like, "Oh, so did we get wheat bread? No, we still need wheat bread. All right, well, that's on the other side of the store. Why don't you finish what you need to get here, and I'll go grab wheat bread, and I'll meet you in a moment." And I look over my shoulder at pretty much eye length, and there's this very handsome looking bag of wheat bread sitting on the shelf. I'm like, and I grab, I'm like, "Oh, it's perfect." I'm like, "Will this do?" Absolutely. So there is a prime example of synchronicity and things being where you need them when you need them, where in perfect timing of having what you need when you need it. And since your beliefs and definitions do decide your reality, being more in the moment and being more in the now allows for more of those types of things to, if you want to call it, bleed through, but that's really allowing more of what you are to come into more physical manifestation. So I hope that's helpful for you. There's a lot of materials out there on this type of topic. Like I said, the one from KYRON, I'll include that in the video. And as far as the ones from Bashar, I don't know or have those bookmarked offhand. I'm sure you can just type in Bashar and Synchronicity and find tons of those. But the one from KYRON I'll list here because I was just listening to that today. And I think that's everything I wanted to share. Thank you very much. Love and light, and have a fantastic day.